Hey, it's Friday afternoon. I just thought I'd do a little bit of Virtua Fighter before I kind of get back to my work, and yeah, I hope everyone's doing pretty good. Anyhow, we'll see. For the chat, I will probably start doing some requirements for auto-verified accounts. I haven't done that yet, but we'll probably be doing that soon because of the whole bot issue thing with Twitch. That said, I hope everyone's has had an awesome week. For me, it's going well. I only played VF on Monday. I was hoping to play more this week, but I only played, maybe it was Tuesday. But I am hoping to do a lot more Virtua Fighter this weekend. Just been taking care of stuff. But looks like this weekend, VF will be a go. I'm excited. Anyhow, let's see here. Expect me to get beat up today, you know. They're not free right now. Let's see. Very cool. What does this look like now if you jumped into that? Your entry. So you can try to register in advance. Okay, tournament date at 11 p.m. Okay. Remains. That actually works for my time. Hey, how about that? Tomorrow night I could probably do that, right? That would be Saturday night at 11 o'clock. That actually probably doesn't work for me because I don't get home till like midnight. Damn. But that would have been cool. You know, we'll try to make that. Let's try to make that. Oh, but I can't choose it. So maybe I gotta register tomorrow? I don't know. Interesting. Does this mean it's full? 5 a.m. and then 2 p.m. and 11. And I hope that that's synchronized with your local time. That would be pretty cool. That would be very cool. If they have an 11 o'clock one, that actually I know a lot of people that would be very happy about that. So 2 o'clock, that makes sense. 5 in the morning, wow, but that would be for the East Coasters. And actually I know people that would get into that. So at least they've made it so that's more inclusive than I thought it would be. Yeah. Let's see, let's take a look at the rooms today. Take a look at the rooms. I don't know who X-Player X is. What rank are they? Level 28. Hey, let's try them. We have a good connection, why not? They're left. Oh, there they are. Let's try X-Player 8X. Landscapers are in my backyard, so you're gonna hear that loud hum. I apologize. Oh, they're left. Okay. Alright. No problem. Didn't mean to scare them off, but I thought rank 28 would be okay. Alright, Kite. YouTube, okay. Iambic has got a room. Awesome. I want to. This okay. Spectator, is this KDQ? It is. We got a KDQ room. Awesome. Very, very cool. So KDQ, Iambic is also part of that. So this looks like this would be the Colorado group. This is a really awesome up-and-coming group in Virtua Fighter. They are a Tekken crew, and so they regularly do Tekken events at the Akihabara is the name of the arcade, the Akihabara Arcade in Colorado. That's like amazing. A lot of their crew has fallen in love with Virtua Fighter. Also really amazing. So I'm just excited. I usually chat with Bushido, and I know Iambic is a female player, really getting into it. There's Duo. I'm not familiar with Rec Fury, but maybe they are KDQ themselves. But yeah, there's a few players. I just think it's really awesome. So now Colorado has a pretty cool scene. In Colorado, yeah, they're very cool. And in Colorado, you know, we've already had KRS Jet. in the VF5 vanilla days, Juno Synth and Texas Leon were very strong, and they're still very strong. I think Texas Leon won a tournament recently. And those two are brothers, and they're really strong. So that's already 3 strong VF players in Colorado. And then now we've got the KDQ group, which it seems like it's 4+ players. So I'm excited for Colorado Virtua Fighter. They have an amazing arcade there. If you haven't followed them on Twitch, there is Akihabara Arcade on Twitch. There's 2 accounts. I think it's the main one, but they're going to be showing events, and I believe they have some VF event tonight as well as Tekken. So yeah, definitely follow them. Hoping to kind of watch the match here, but let's see if we'll be allowed. But then again, what rules are they? Oh, win 2 battles. That's why it's taking a while before doing that. So, hey, Shaktin, how are you doing? You doing good? Yeah, doing an early stream today. Not too long, maybe just an hour or so. But I just wanted to just kind of. I was itching for a VF a little bit, and right now I'm just kind of browsing around. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I got through a big work project, which is why I'm playing VF again. Though work still keeps me busy. But yeah, how has everything been going? Are you still playing Taka? Have you been getting a lot of practice in lately? Dude, yeah, playing Flycast VF3 would be awesome. I might try that soon. I do love Virtua Fighter 3 Tournament Battle, but my brain has trouble playing that game and playing Ultimate Showdown. I did it once, and it took me an hour to get used to playing VF5 again. Yeah, it didn't take too long to. Oh, here's a match with Jason Elbow and Unknown Crew. So let's watch that while we chat. Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. Keep it up, and we'll play again soon. You know. All right, so I haven't watched enough of Elbow's Elblaze, so and I actually don't know jack about Elblaze. There's no way I would be able to fight him decently, his Blaze decently. The thing that I do against experienced Blaze players, though. I'm more confident, even though they like to play in neutral, I'm pretty confident in fighting the neutral with them. Mainly because a lot of their neutral setups, their running stuff, is actually slower than it looks. You just kind of have to make a guess early. And Leon can play that kind of game. But it is still scary once they get going. I think the other thing I've had to learn against Blaze is sometimes you really gotta not get up and you like make them ground throw you first or something, because their Oki game can be a real pain in the butt. They have setups that will set you up for like ground throw, for low throw, and they also have combo setups for you when you wake up. So and even some option select Okis, I mean. So with Blaze, it's just really like sometimes stay down to force them to not do that game, and then start mixing it up, you know, and try to outread them on wake up. That said, they can be very annoying, especially on lag. At least for me, because I honestly don't know enough. A lot of my play against Blaze is more from experience and instinct than actual knowledge of the character. It's just seeing stuff that's really annoying, and sometimes just hitting them out of it and making them not want to try to grab you on the run, you know. So, what else we got? Alright, some pretty good players there. Alright. Let me see. I'm gonna cry when I look at my record. So let's look at my record and cry, because the last time was pretty bad. So, you know, yeah, like my win percentage has dropped down significantly, which is normal. To be honest, it's obvious I don't play enough ranked. And when you play a lot of ranked, your win percent should actually, if you're strong, you should actually be in the high 60s or maybe the 70s. 80 would be like your dominant, you're really beating up on your scene pretty good. That's not the case here. Again, I'm only playing 200 some matches. If it was thousands, my win rate would probably more be high 50s by my guess. And that would be a good result. You know, so Yeah. My round win rate's not always the best. I usually go like the distance with a lot of people. I go like 5 rounds a lot. So, yeah. So far, what's my worst matchup? Apparently Aoi, or it's just not recording them because I know I've beaten Aois in ranked. So that's weird, but maybe I haven't. Maybe I never have. I don't know. But it looks like L-Blade is probably my worst matchup. But yeah, but it says I had no matches with Aoi in ranked, so. Let's see, does it still have the bug? Oh my gosh, Genesis actually works. They fixed the stat for Genesis. So now I know I'm 84%. I'm not 0% like it was saying for years. Okay. This is like my sad day on the other, like on Monday. A lot of losses there. And losses that I thought I should have won. Or that I could have won. You should never say should. It could have won. Let's see who's up here. But I'm excited to see how you feel about Virtua Fighter 3 Tournament Battle. It's a very different game, but your Tekken skills will really carry you on that game in a different way. It won't be combos, but it'll be the spacing, and it'll be like whiff punishing, and just kind of feeling out like what works and doesn't work in VF3. Alright, let's see who this orange bar is. Am I getting sniped? HighWindC. Okay, awesome. There's a loud player similar rank as me. Very cool. Alright, let's see how it goes. Hope for a good match there. Nice. Okay, so they like to use Koke. Ah, good. Very good. Yep. If I did throw, I would have won. Okay. I think I would have won. Maybe not. Depends on the timing. Alright, I'm starting to remember stuff to do against Lao. This will be fun.
Ready, go!
Nice. Very good. Very good. Okay. Frame tight. They know frames.
Ready, go! Knockout! Round 5. Ready, go!
Good game. I hope they will give me a rematch. They know they have very good stuff. They're solid at their rank. And they are playing according to frames, so that's a really good sign. I don't sense that they mix up as much. They might be more hesitant. They might not be comfortable. They are doing throws against me though, and so that's a good sign. Okay, they always do forward throws, so now I gotta do that. Good. Good, back throw, they mixed it up. Awesome. Okay, I botched my input, that was not lag or anything like that. The connection's good. Very good. They make good choices. Do they know? They know. Very good. They earned that. They earned that round win so well. Okay, they make adjustments. They're a good opponent. They hit a button, so I punished them for hitting a button, but they did the right things. Once they get used to that move, they will always punish that move. Good. Alright. I thought I'd pick guard. Okay, they earned it. Good game. Good game. Alright, I'm gonna go after them now. But they totally earned it. They're good. I need more good Lao opponents, so I'm happy. Okay. And I'm happy that we got more Laos.
Round one. Ready, go!
Very good.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! My time is here. Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
Nice.
Knockout.
Thank you very much for the games. I hope we can fight some more. They're on the right path. If they are new to VF, they're really on the right path. But they're playing very much according to their rank, and I have a lot of respect for their game. I think they're making a lot of solid decisions. All right, I don't know if I'll be live then, but I really look forward to Hey, thank you so much. You've always been awesome and supportive, so I really appreciate having you in the chat. You know, any questions you have, feel free to ask. Let's do this combo. That won't work. That won't work. That's actually not the combo to do. Because, as long as I get the timing right, it's okay. How about this? That's not good. Same opponent? Okay. It's okay. I really like them though, so I'm happy if they want to play. But if they don't, I understand, but I hope we can play more in the future. So if they're listening, feel free to add me on PSN. I'm happy to do matches. Alright, we got a green bar. Who's green bar? DatBoyKam, I fought this guy a long time ago. If I remember, they drove me nuts because they used kickflip pretty well. Speaking of which, that would be like last night's tournament. Lars got used flip kick really well. So DatBoyKam has a good record against me because they totally messed me up with flip kick before. And so I'm really cautious of their flip kick. It means don't do too many lows, don't do too many delayed attacks. So like there, they could have blown me up with it. Thank you for the game, Cam. So with Cam, yeah, this is what I remember about their play. It was very impactful because it drove me nuts. And it was basically, watch out for that kickflip. It's a really good move. But also, they had solid play and stuff, but they didn't impose their will. They were more defensive. I think they're used to maybe fighting opponents that have a lot of lag. So they'll play kind of a neutral, I know some pressure, but they are using certain options a little too much. That's good. That's good. I am buffering. I'm not doing back forward. I'm doing it too early. I need to wait. I'm glad they're still playing VF. they're always welcome to add me on PSN. I might add them because I think they can be a lot stronger, and I think they've got a lot. They already have put in a lot of good stuff in their game. So, one of the things, if you're fighting My Leon with Jackie, you have to be careful that I'm gonna attack your backstep. And so you can use backdash instead, and that's how DK completely wrecked me. By instead of doing backstep, because I think he realized, I'm only guessing that DK realized that I'm weak, that I like to punish backstep. So they simply switched to backdash, and it completely messed me up. It really punished the habits that I use against backstep. And so that would be something that I would encourage Cam to do, to try, is to try to use a backdash instead of a backstep. You have to guard cancel and then tap back, but that might work. It is risky though. If somebody reads that, you're in trouble. Nice, that was good. He had better setups there. I mean, he had opportunities. Okay, so I'm gonna pressure him on wake up because it does feel like that's an opening for him.
Ready, go!
Very good adaptations. I had a feeling he'd go for like a low punch or 1P.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Very good choice. Nice. Very good choice. Very good choice.
Round
Alright, let's see
4.
here.
Ready, go!
Very good choice.
Knockout!
Good games. Thank you very much, Cam. Let's do another game, I hope. Hope to fight more. But like I said, you can add me on PlayStation, and I'll happily do room matches with you if you want. That was a very good adaptation in that game. They showed me a lot more of what they can do.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go!
Good. Good. Oh, that's very good. Very good.
Knockout!
Very good. Totally earned that round. Alright, let's see if I can get this ring.
Ready, go!
Very awesome. Man, they've completely adjusted. That was a really good round. Yeah.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Nice. Nice. Okay, they chose really solid options.
Round 5.
I might lose this.
Ready, go!
Yep, I got rubbed. I got rubbed. I knew better too. I knew better. Alright, I lost my chance. Good game. Alright, let's make this a better game. Both of us. They're making good adjustments though. I need to play more advanced VF, but I think I played great. Kickflip's gonna come next round.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Gotta be careful. Yep, deserved. Alright, this is
Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go!
Thanks for the game. I hope for more, but yeah. Thank you very much, Kim. Alright. Need to be sharper, but they are playing good. Nice adjustments. Alright, that must be Cam, the green bar. Thank you, Cam. Thanks for the rematch. Alright, let me see if I can start doing more stuff.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Good. That was good. Need to cancel my dashes more if I'm doing this.
Ready, go!
do that. I can probably do 4P plus K. I kind of hoping for that. So I need to. I'm pretty sure I can do 4P plus K after blocking flip kick. So I need to start doing that. I think that's going to be the max damage. It is tricky to do because you have to wait for that block stun to wear off. Yep. Yep. Always be aware of doing lows against him because he likes to.
Ready, go! Round 3. Ready, go!
That's me being dumb. Alright, I'm gonna use this opportunity again. Thank you very much for the game. I'm glad I got to take the opportunity to rank up.
I want a serious fight.
Thank you very much, Kim. Always happy to fight. Hey, good to see you, LD Wells. How are you doing? Did you have a good week? Oh, bad input. Looks like that's Cam again. Alright, revenge fights. Good. We're gonna help each other rank up.
Ready, go!
Pretty soon he's gonna start kick flipping that, so I gotta be wary of that.
Knockout.
Okay. So the hard part with his Jackie, if he's not keeping himself in check, is oh, that was a nice adjustment. Is that he has too many high openings because of the move list he likes to use. And that's okay, because every Jackie kind of has that, but sometimes he's not keeping that in check. Yeah, I do a lot of crouch dash against Jackie in general. It's really strong. And that one was just punishing him using a slow option. Okay, he doesn't know that after this throw, you have to roll to the side. So you gotta mash either guard to roll into the screen, or mash guard and hold down to roll towards the player, out of the screen. And so you have to do that against after half circle back throw. No, rolling is fine, but in this particular case, when doing that throw, you gotta roll to the side. So I'll show it again. Nice. So after this throw, otherwise that pounce will get you. Now a human Taka cannot defend against that throw. And so human Taka has they just mash guard and hope that they'll break it. I don't know why the AI can do it though. In Ultimate Showdown and Final Showdown, the AI can. Good. So the problem with Jackie's sweep is really good, but it wants to counter hit. If it just hits me, just have a plan for what to do after it hits me. And so Cam doesn't mix up his wake ups much, very little. For the most part, he won't tech much. And I need to do this as the response after blocking. I think I can do it. I'll test it in Dojo.
I want a serious fight.
But I think just a few adjustments in Cam's game and they will be much stronger in the matchup. But there's a few things they do that's kind of costing them. Oh, without Blaze, I guess the combo is this. Yeah, it's for 88, almost 90. That works on Eileen and Blaze. And it gives you Okizeme. So you can do like that as your Okizeme. And then if they tech roll, it will like connect. It's a really strong meaty setup after I appreciate Cam giving me all the rematches. This is good. This is a real warrior, and they make adjustments. They do improve. Yeah. Nice for that. I don't think he's ever done the low yet. I did the wrong option. I did low punch instead of low kick. Low kick was the right answer earlier.
Ready, go!
Because Leon cheats, so. Nice. It's the same setup, but I fell for it this time.
Round 4. Ready, go!
I gotta be careful with that throw because that flip kick was possibly coming. Nice. I was being dumb. So, alright, let's go after him. This is good. You won that game. Good game.
I got no time for you.
I think he's the right opponent for me for today.
Round one. Ready, go!
Nice. Good.
Knockout.
You made very good adjustments.
Round two. Ready, go!
He is susceptible to backdash traps.
Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
Wrong move.
Knockout.
Thank you.
Forgot to train, eh?
In this game, rolling against Leon is fine. It's not that bad. In previous VF games, VF4, VF5, it's a bigger deal because of the wake up rules in those games, the setups.
Ready, go!
But a lot of those setups are no longer in Ultimate Showdown. Like just the wake up works differently.
Knockout.
You went good. Good.
Round two. Ready, go! Knockout.
I'm going to use this one.
Ready, go! Knockout. Round four. Ready, go! Knockout. Round five. Ready, go!
Nice.
Knockout.
Thank you very much. I thought you were going to have that game. Thank you very much for the games.
What a knucklehead.
Yeah, so in Virtua Fighter 4 through Virtua Fighter 5, That's where if the opponent falls face down, head towards, then they should not side roll. And then if they fall, so that's like after a crumple combo, right? So like that. And then if they fall face up with their head away from you, then they shouldn't do, with their head towards you but face up, then they shouldn't do like straight up quick rise. Because you have set up, like, you'll wake up backwards. And Leon has a lot of stuff to set that up. Oh, they actually rose. That was good. They changed up their wake up.
Ready, go!
I'm trying to collect those games. So they are now waking up. This is awesome. This is wonderful. I'm really glad to see this.
Ready, go!
That was good. So that change to their wake up has actually completely thrown me off. Like, it has now made me have to think about mix-ups. It improves their matchup a lot. Just simply that they did it at least a couple times. And now if they stayed down, I might be more hesitant about hitting them, but I might still go for it. But just simply mixing it up will can change an opponent's behavior, so you gotta do it. Like, you gotta mix up at least a little. And now they're mixing up their wake up, so this is good.
Round one. Ready, go!
And they're improving as we go.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
Nice. This uppercut always cheats on my high attacks.
Round three. Ready, go!
Nice. Using backdash instead. That was good.
Knockout.
Same setup, but I got greedy.
Round
It's
four.
really good.
Ready, go! Knockout. See? I thought I'm better.
Okay, let's start doing some other anti-jacket stuff.
Ready, go!
Yep, he's not gonna fall for that.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
move.
Round 3. Ready, go!
That's their setup, huh?
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout.
Very much.
Forgot to train, eh?
Hey Hutch, good to see you. Yeah, early stream today. Been getting into a lot of matches with Cam, who I do remember. They're making good adjustments in this matchup, so I think we're good partners right now. But they do some loose stuff, so do I. Yeah, I do a lot of loose stuff. Hey, Tricky. That's my bad. My bad, too.
Ring out.
Yeah, good to see you, Tricky. How are you doing?
Round 2. Ready, go!
Yeah, always be aware of flipping. And I gotta start blocking some of those screens. Well, I gotta block all of them, but
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
see.
Excellent.
I was reading your chat a little too much. Okay. And I was like, oh, that's what people say. Cool.
Excellent. I want a serious fight.
I hope the cases have been okay. And I am gonna have to call it soon because I gotta get back to work. But and thank you all for your support. You know. Let's see. Cam, let's work on this.
Ready, go!
Oh. Okay. That should. So I do need to work on doing throw a little more from low punch, especially against him. Yeah, ring me out.
Knockout.
I actually so that was me hitting guard early, so hitting guard during meaty timing, so it no longer guards. So I went to do lazy throw escape like low back, and I resulted in 4P. Again, he does too many highs, and so, but that's okay. Alright, that was guaranteed. I knew what to do and I did it late. I was gonna do 9p. Yeah, of course. I deserve that. It's like he's been showing that he's attacking. I should just use attack. Alright, let's see if we can do a revenge match here. But, alright, and then let's see if I can even do 4P plus K after blocking. Yep. Should have. Let's see. We did it after. Yeah.
Ready, go!
I used low 2P when I should have done 2K, because 2K beats special high.
Ready, go!
Long moves 3 times. Blocks my head for a time tilting. I will train myself and see if that'll work. Alright. Thank you very much, Cam. That is a tough part, yeah. I mean, it's the same for Leon, though, too, you know. I'm using lows a lot against him because I kind of have to, but he does punish it with flip kick when he decides to push it. So, see I have to call my employee soon. Alright. I did. So internally, I have a strong greed problem. I'm very greedy, and when an opponent allows it, I'm going to do it. That might not seem like a bad thing, but I would like to be able to play tighter. And I need to, this is the perfect opponent to work on that. I'll have to upgrade that string sequence.
Round 2. Ready, go!
So, yeah. Now, because he's not side rolling yet. Every Jackie will do that complete sequence. I need to really punish it. need to know the frame stats of that move.
Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 5. Ready, go!
I'm being so silly right now. I don't know why I was expecting sweep there. It's that habit of wake up, wait for a low. Still plagues me. It's must be some like subtle PTSD. So, there was a time when it was really hard to do, so now it's like the only thing I do.
Ready, go!
I know. Yeah, this is for sure.
Ready, go!
Well, some players, it's the fear of neutral throw at end of round, right?
Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go!
Oh, really? I thought he's okay. Oh my god. Yep, same time. Come on. I hit it. Okay. Move the arcade stick.
Ready, go! Knockout! Forgot the train, eh? Round 1. Ready, go! Excellent! Round 2. Ready, go!
Nice. Nice. He mixed it up.
Knockout!
3 sequences in a row. I mixed them up and like
Round 3.
that's good.
Ready, go! Excellent! Round 4. Ready, go!
Jub, I won't be able to play right now. I am gonna finish the session soon. Probably room for one more set with Cam. Doesn't work, so let's try to do this. Alright, last set, Cam, and thank you so much for all these matches. I wish I could play all day.
Round one. Ready, go!
That ran. Okay. Couldn't get that poke in there.
Round two. Ready, go!
I just want something to work. Interesting.
Knockout.
Good.
Round three. Ready, go!
Same.
Knockout.
And they don't go for the low, so. Alright, to get revenge, let's have a clear mind. Now we're playing against what we like to do.
Your best shot.
But I really need to stop him. Okay.
Round one. Ready, go!
TK able to work that.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout.
Too slow. Okay.
Round three.
Too slow.
Ready, go!
Right answer, too slow. Okay, I thought I would have gotten him there. What if he is?
Round four. Ready, go!
Okay, my inputs are bad right now. lose this. Yep, good game. I want to run back. Let's see if I run back and lose it.
I got no time for
Let's
you.
play a tighter game. Oh, he won that fair and square. We won all those fair and square. Let's see. I know that there's a better combo using this though, but it is. It's not. Might as well use that. Alright, different opponent. Okay. Cam got his revenge. This will be the last opponent then. Alright, HighWindC. I think we fought earlier today, so. Thank you all for your support. I hope everyone's having a good Friday and we'll have an awesome weekend. Should be some good VF action this week.
Ready, go!
It's a little laggy, but it's not bad. It's playable. Very playable.
Ready, go! Excellent.
Some things are not coming out though.
Round three. Ready, go! Knockout.
There's that.
Round four. Ready, go!
Oh, that lag sucks.
Knockout. Round five. Ready, go! Knockout.
It's good. Alright, let me see if I can get revenge on this guy. It's a good loud experience, Dad. So if he does PPPK, that should at least be minus 15, so I should be able to KK that. 3P plus K is the correct way, but
Round one.
it feels slow. So.
Ready, go!
and that one is minus 15. So, in that move, you can actually do the back-back K because of how much time it gives you. Man, he's on it. This guy's trying to play frame tight. That's good. Oh shit. Oh shit, frame tight. And he's trying to, which is really good. He's buffering. He's good. For the game.
I want a serious fight.
Round one. Ready, go!
Just from him being French. And we just assumed the Japanese spelled it wrong.
Round three. Ready, go!
That's true. So, if you use the Japanese characters, they use Ri and On. They don't use Rei. They don't use Rai either. So, hey Akai, good to see you. How are you doing today? Nice. I deserve that. This guy is trying to attack at every possible moment. It's good. Nice, he knew the answer there. Good games. Thank you so much, HighWindC. You're always welcome to add me on PSN, and yeah, I'm happy to fight you. Happy to do ring battles, happy to do ranked, and very good, okay? I am gonna stop it actually here, but I've enjoyed all these opponents, and I have a lot to work on, but I also enjoy all the VF that I can get. So I've enjoyed everyone's company here, especially. Plays incredibly loose, but I will sharpen it up. I've said that forever, but that's the story of VF. I see it as a journey, so it's always trying to improve. Thank you very much. Hey, thank you so much, Feeding the Birds, and thank you, Stomp Out Loud, Mash the Stampede, Akai, everyone. You guys have a wonderful weekend. I will play more VF this weekend, but most likely the late nights. I'm gonna try the tournament mode earlier. It showed some cool stuff, but I couldn't register yet, and it's for tomorrow, right? But entry, is it full? I don't know. Preparing entry, I guess. So I guess we're supposed to wait accepting entry. And I'm hoping that it looks like it's a league structure, but it says double elimination, so maybe it's just a bunch of brackets. So maybe it's the luck of the draw of which tournament bracket you end up in. You might be in one with a lot of monsters, but hopefully they're trying to sort by rank. But even then, it's going to be interesting. I think 30s will be hard for a lot of people. So I have no idea. I have no idea. It's the first week of this feature. Let's expect it to crash and then hope it works. So we've already had a lot of people disappointed in Melty Blood. We've had a lot of people disappointed in Diablo 2 Resurrection. So yeah. And so yeah, let's see how this beta rolls out. Let's remind ourselves it's a beta, and even on full release, things haven't always been so perfect. So hope people can get good titles this weekend, but it's probably going to be a rocky experience as they figure it out and they realize some things will be harder. But if they do have a successful rollout of this tournament mode, then I hope it will be a very nice, encouraging thing, and I hope it can draw traffic or consistent traffic at the time of the tournament, and that would be good. But also, I encourage you to, if you fight people you like, add them on PSN. If you want to have a long, fun time in this game, add people that you like to play against. So, be ready for that. Yep, expect the worst, hope for the best. Really prepare for the worst. I am. So, rollback would totally draw traffic. Yeah, it's really hard for the Japanese to see it. I think they really see it now, but they feel like things are working fine where they are, and it's like, no. But yeah, I would give it all up for rollback too. Rollback would be huge. Rollback would be gigantic, and so that's pretty much a fact at this point. And we'll see. But man, don't get your hopes up on TGS, on Tokyo Game Show. I'm just expecting them to announce something like, oh, we're going to do our Season 1 of Virtua Fighter Esports. It's like, oh, cool. But I don't expect more than that. And then you won't be disappointed. You'll be happy with whatever they give you more than that. Don't hope for them to announce rollback. Don't hope for them to announce PC. If they announce PC or Xbox, that would be, I don't know, an ideal time, but wouldn't make sense for the budget. Would be like, Game Awards, because there's an Xbox audience there. Like, I'd be cool with them announcing the Xbox and PC crossplay with the on those platforms. But we know Sony won't do PlayStation crossplay with those. So the only thing I really worry about, if they ever do a PC version, my issue with PC, I think PC is an amazing platform, but my issue with PC is cheating. It's just rampant. It's, even in the 90s and 2000s, Macs didn't have as many hacks or viruses, but that was because they just weren't as dominant as Windows. Windows was the target because most people were on Windows, most business machines were on Windows. Console, I don't know, we don't see as much actual cheating happening, but PC we do. And I love my shooters, but I actually prefer playing Battlefield on console just because that's a game where you don't have to be as twitchy. And I would rather play in an environment where more than 90% of people are playing on a gamepad, which happens to be good for vehicle controls. But the cheating is just really obnoxious. And but Apex Legends is different. Apex Legends is a very high skill game, very twitchy game. So you have to play that on PC in my view. Like, you're really giving up a lot if you play that on console, even though you have an awesome console experience. But I think Apex Legends is just that much better as a PC game. so you have to deal with whatever cheating might exist. But yeah. But yeah, if we had Xbox, PC, and PS4 on crossplay, that would be amazing. That'd be ideal. It's not going to happen. Sony doesn't care. Sony's just going to charge Sega a lot to do it, and so Sega will say, no, we'll just do crossplay on PC and Xbox. And that would split the player base, but we know that a lot of players would be willing to play on Xbox. I'd feel bad for the PS4 only players, though, because we would, then they would feel an even worse situation than now. So if this game did come to Steam and Xbox with crossplay on those platforms, I do think it would hurt the PlayStation group, but because I do think a lot of people would play on Xbox and on PC, because I do imagine that any input delays are going to be less on those platforms. I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah. Yeah, Xbox is not that much, but the thing is, it would be Xbox One, which still isn't that. Look, I have an Xbox One. I've probably played on it 20 hours total. It's a Halo Xbox One, but the only things that might make me think about getting an Xbox Series X would be this game. Even though I do have a PC that could play this game. Also, Elden Ring, and people are like, well, Elden Ring's on PS4 and PS5. I was like, yeah, but do you think I can get a PS5? I think I have a higher chance of getting an Xbox Series X, so I might even just do an Xbox Series S, but then Elden Ring wouldn't be the same. That game looks so gorgeous. But yeah, so... Yeah, that would be cool. Emulators can kind of, but I don't know. RPCSX3, I don't know how well it does like save states and whatnot. I think it needs to implement that kind of feature, and then it can do the rollback. I think that's what's happening with Flycast, right? Is that Flycast has got that, so it's possible, and I hope we get that. Like, Final Showdown rollback would be so cool. Would be so cool. I'm happy playing it on Parsec. In fact, I might try to reach out to Crazy Drunk and Y2D, because I think I can get a fun group of players, of like 10 players, to play Parsec maybe once a week, just so that, because their situations is the connections in California have not been kind to this game. I think Adams had to deal with it. Y2D and Crazy Drunk, and a few other players, I think have had to deal with that the connections are not the greatest. Some people in California have a good connection, but to very specific people, so they room match more. And that's the case with those guys as well. Crazy Drunk's amazing. He's like, I'll just play VF. I mean, he just plays VF. He will play on slow connections, good connections. I've seen him play on everything. I've seen him win tournaments even on bad connections and horrible lag to East Coast on the Parsec era. Parsec's amazing, and on the West Coast, on my server, Crazy Drunk has 12 millisecond connection to my server. So, like for them, it's the lag is very tiny. I'm glad you have a good connection with Crazy Drunk. Play him as much as you can. Always ask him for a match. He's so nice about it, and he will play anybody. If I ask him for a match, he will play, and I should play him more, because the level he's been playing at for the last few years has just been amazing. I think especially, like, it's been strong for over 10 years, but Crazy Drunk has especially gone strong in the last few, and yeah. It is a hell of a drug. Good to see you here, full stop. Yeah. My connection has been good to most players, right? I think because not far from Portland is a Google Google data center, and so that's why my connection's been pretty good to a lot of people. But it just seems like California is not, which is ironic. You know, even Silicon Valley, right? I know people that live really close to Silicon Valley getting like not such good experience connections, but LA seems to be even worse. So, yeah. But I've been fortunate. But I'm playing a character that probably gets affected by lag a little less than some others. I play a wild style that kind of, I don't play as frame tight as others, which is what I need to do. I need to confirm a lot more things. I don't do that as much. So I'm less likely to complain to have beefs with lag, but you know, we'll see if I do get better. Yeah, California, just the connections just seem to be bad for a lot of people in California, and it sucks. Because there's a lot of players that I know would just be so supportive, you know, but I think it's just some of them have kind of gone into like they're kind of VF hermits right now, you know, in a scene that's already pretty niche. So yeah. Bar color is not reliable at all. Like, it's not reliable at all. I can only judge based on what I'm actually playing. and yeah, bar color, it's not reliable. I don't mind it not being reliable, because if it gets people to just actually try to play instead of just always, you know, cancel, then at least you get a little more playing happening, but you do also get a lot of people frustrated. So it's a hard balance to strike. You know, so it's a very hard balance to strike. But like, if they did ping numbers, I don't know how many people would, like, how much more canceling would happen with the ping numbers. I don't know, but I suspect more. More canceling than less. You know, and so you know, it just encourages us to dig our deeper hell. You know, so the problem with ping numbers, again. Here's the thing about matchmaking, it's hard to do, but on top of that, it needs critical mass, and VF doesn't have critical mass. It had it until Strive came out, and once Strive came out, that critical mass was gone. But critical mass is basically when you have such a large amount of players that you get certain economy of scale benefits. You get like higher chance that two people happen to be similarly skilled, similarly ranked, and have a good connection. Just a much higher chance when you have like a ridiculously large pool of players. When you shrink it down, it's a lot harder. It's like your local scene. In your local scene, you're gonna have like the really strong player and the weak player, and you're gonna have those sessions in your local scene where a strong player is just beating up on the weak player. Hopefully they have good teaching skills, good personal skills, and will switch characters. You know, when I'm matchmaking in my local scene at events, I have to consider that, like, okay, here's a new guy. They're not bad, but they just need a little encouragement. Do I team them with strong player A or strong player B? And that depends on if strong player A is friendly to new players and is willing to be patient and go through that. But sometimes we have hyper competitive strong player A who is a real a-hole to beginners and only wants to fight the strongest, and it's hard to do in the local scene sometimes, you know. So you just don't match them with those with the beginner, you know. Yeah, it is. I just took a break in the middle of my workday, and I'm going to go soon because there's just a lot to do. Attitude on rollback. It's kind of once either corporate or the designers have made their decision, there's not much you can say to please people. You know, Harada at least seems a little more transparent or a little more blunt, but sometimes they've got dismissive attitudes for sure. But again, if you can't give a good answer, sometimes giving the bad answer is bad. In my experience, that's true. I know for us as players, we want everyone to be so transparent. But in my experience, being so transparent bites you in the ass, like, all the time. Like, when I lay it straight to my employees, sometimes telling them the hard truths cause them to make some really bad decisions based on that hard truth. So sometimes I have to, sometimes I would have been rewarded if I kept my mouth shut. on some stuff. You know, that's people. That's people in general, and the same with the player base. You know, so you know, PR sucks, but people suck too. You know, sometimes we can't handle the truth, right? Everybody wanted more accurate bar readings, right? And what happened when they got a little more accurate? They complained that they couldn't get a green bar. And they're like, where'd the green bars go? Well, we stopped lying to you about the green bar, so now you're just canceling a lot of your matches. You know? And more players are dropping the game. You know? And so, welcome to the truth. You know? And so, and then, you know, I just remember how much bitching there was on Twitch, or not Twitch, on Twitter, as soon as they made the bars just a little more accurate. And everyone's like, how come, why did this game break? Because I don't see any more green bars. It's like, they're telling you a little more truth. I mean, I guess you couldn't handle it. You know, so... yeah, single player content's huge. So this is something where if they do a VF6, they have to make really good, compelling single player content. And they can tie it with the multiplayer with, you know, costumes being unlockable, like Tekken, like Virtua Fighter 5, like Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution. You know, quest mode is really like a really good answer, right? And having a lot of stuff unlockable quest mode and then having a lot of stuff unlockable online is a really good way to kind of mesh all that. Give people incentive to play more single player and more reason to play multiplayer. Give people a really fun way to play single player, because there are players that just want to play the game single player a lot. But you know, you entice them for a little multiplayer with some rewards. You know, with a lot of rewards in multiplayer that makes them really want to try to get that. Get some low-hanging fruit, some amazing stuff that is easy to obtain online, and then some really hard stuff that's obtainable online. Titles helps, but really the costume parts really would get people going. But you know, you can do other features too. You can get players involved in a sort of management aspect of the game where there could be a way that players could, you know, we'll use the bad word, betting on actual online players, you know, and get some kind of reward for making predictions on who would perform better and who would perform worse, or you know, there's a lot of different things you could do to kind of make VF quote-unquote more fun for more people. I have some ideas also on a way to even make well, I have a lot of ideas on that aspect too, which I would love to see in the VF6. But for the future, if there is a VF6, it would have to do that. It would have to be a game that's really fun to play single player and multiplayer. It absolutely has to. There has to be a way to get even loose involvement to be really fun, even if it's just the guy that's going to play once a week, just to get the weekly thing done. Yeah, well, you know, Japanese are notoriously insulated. You know, they're like, you know, with Virtua Fighter, it's, oh, this is a good arcade game because we have a good arcade scene. Now their arcade scene is suffering, but they've had a good arcade scene for 20 years after the rest of the world's arcade scenes went down in flames. You know, and so, yeah, So again, Wi-Fi icons, I'm going to say exactly what I said just earlier, and I've said many times. You need a critical mass. You need like Tekken amount, like the amount of players Tekken has for like Wi-Fi indicator. Without that, you have a lot of like, oh, we got you a player, but you can't play because somebody saw the Wi-Fi indicator. But it's good, but what Tekken did was great. I am grateful Tekken did the Wi-Fi indicator because it got a lot more players to play with an Ethernet connection to their console. That is huge. That is a big difference. That is why this netcode, in my opinion, seems better than Final Showdown netcode, because in 2013 everybody was playing on Wi-Fi. And I have to credit Tekken. Do I think putting Wi-Fi indicator in Final Showdown in 2015 would have fixed the problem? No. Only by Tekken doing it, because Tekken has that many players and it has enough influence to influence the fighting game community. and it was a good. I think that was actually a good push. Now a lot of the players already knew they should have been on wired, but that was kind of like. But with that critical mass, that was kind of like you really need to be on this to enough people that care. But you're still gonna get a lot of players on Wi-Fi, and you're still gonna get players that use the lag. We have some notorious ones, even in our scene, who use the lag. It sucks. It's dumb when people care so much about rank that they would like to have that experience. you know. So, I do think they try to be considerate. It is a very small team, but I also think, yeah, they definitely missed the mark. And that there's, I'm not going to excuse missing the mark, just saying. But I'm more understanding than some others, but at the same time, it's true. We don't get the optimal product that we wish for, Yeah, something like that. Well, and then on PlayStation, there's another factor on Ethernet. Like, you have to enable it. Like, it's you plug the Ethernet cable, you're still on Wi-Fi. Even day one was playing on Wi-Fi because I forgot about that you have to go in the settings and actually enable wired connection. Like no other, almost no other technology you need to do that anymore. But on the PlayStation 4, you still got to do that. That's another part of its Japanese-ness. So I am glad that Seiji Aoki has been on Twitter and has responded and has liked and retweeted some community stuff. Not like a lot, but some. He liked and retweeted my comments on the wall when he was asking about the wall. And I personally love the way the walls are in this game. Some people say they hate walls, but they love old school VF, and I'm like, well, okay, but the walls are basically ring out with a skill barrier, and I like that because I've never hated ring outs. I like ring outs. I like them a lot. I like the pressure they have. The wall gives similar pressure, but it rewards skill. It took me months to get better at the wall. But that feels like a very fun part of the game now, for me. But it does change my decisions even near the middle of the ring. So I like that effect. And so I like the walls in this game. But now if we're talking about VF6, we can talk about different things like what should the direction be. And I think VF6 would be cool to have lower damage, like VF4 style damage, which VF5 had very similar to like VF4 style damage. But that makes a lot of changes. Like if people talk about elbow stagger, I think elbow stagger would be too much in this game because it would be too much of the game because of the damage level in this game. Because Final Showdown made the decision that it was going to be a high damage for almost all characters game. And because of that, elbow stagger is like ridiculously strong. Like it would be like the game. Elbow stagger would be the game, and that would be dumb after a while. Whereas in older VS, in VF4 through 5, elbow stagger gets you a lot, especially if you're a weaker character. But then if you're like Wolf or Jeffrey, you want to do like your huge damage instead of like elbow stagger could get you there, but more direct route was better. And so, just like where I said earlier that walls are ring outs with a skill barrier, I would say Nitaku is like a mix-up with a knowledge barrier, and elbow stagger, or stagger in general, is a mix-up with a skill barrier. So you need knowledge for the Nitaku, but you need skill, or, you open up the mix-up with skill, with the stagger, ability to break stagger will change the decision, right? If an opponent can break certain stagger, now you gotta think about throwing, and then they can also decide not to stagger so that the throw will whiff and they can punish the throw, That's classic VF stagger game. But you have to do this, you have to breach the skill barrier to have that game. So I think But yeah, anyways, it's a lot of fun stuff, and I would love to chat more VF actually. I'm tempted to do streams about that, but you know, we'll see if we get more community involvement first. We've got tournaments, like I said, expect tournaments to not work completely well. I'm not saying that from any knowledge. I'm just saying it just launched, expect it to fail, and then enjoy it when it finally works, and hope and try it. Do try it, but just, you know, understand that it might not work as like perfectly great. But if it works good, you get some titles, and that's pretty awesome. Is this numbers? It is numbers. Rock Reaper, this is an awesome match. Or awesome match. I really like Rock Reaper. When I fight them, I do think they're too respectful to me, but I really like them, and they are playing like they want to read, they want to mix it up, so they're willing to learn, so they're playing the long game. Anyways, thank you all very much. When this game is over, I'll raid another stream. I think it'll be fun. I hope to be on tonight, but it'll be really late. It'll be probably 3 a.m. Eastern time, or midnight Pacific time, or 9 p.m. Hawaii time, and we do have blind players. Man, who to raid? I don't know if there's anyone to raid. Oh, we do have someone to raid. Hey, Drog, thank you so much. Really, thank you. It's good to see you. Glad you're in here. I always appreciate all of your feedback and your critiques. And Numbers, Akai, man, thanks for everything you guys always do in the community. Numbers has, like, Numbers, I've sent people to, like, stuff you've posted on Discord. You know, I was like, they wanted to learn Lei, or they wanted to learn how to fight Lei, and I you know, sent them to specific stuff you've written. So I want you to know, like, all your effort is so appreciated. Akai is the same thing. You've done so much for the community. Thank you very much. Yes.
Round 5. Ready, go!
So, like, you know Jake Jung, I told him to be careful about low punching your Lei Fei. I told him that you like to punish people that low punch, and I think that made a big difference for him. You know? Oh my gosh, very close, tight. All right, I'm gonna send you guys all to Team Spooky, who's broadcasting multiboard right now. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful one. I look forward to playing with a lot of you soon. I do want to play you, Kai. I think we're going to have more times that will work soon. But your weekend specifically, right, Akai? Like, for you, it's really, like, it's got to be on the weekend. So hopefully Sunday we can play. I think this Sunday I can play it, because I think the situation I might have on Sundays in the future won't play out until a couple weeks.
Round 1. Ready, go!
So, alright, everyone have a good one. Here we go. What's the tears here?
Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go!